use it on their own. And they're going down and blowing columns of bubbles. It goes 3 miles wide open. You see the baleen inside. You see all of the water that they take in. And you can see that pink palette on the top, the bumps on the top of their head. And you can see there's a fourth whale further out. That may be another bubble now right next to it. So these whales, there's so much food in this area that they are feeding right on top of each other, it seems. Which you that whale's mouth. So you'll see the pair off at our 1, and now about our 12 o'clock is this single individual who is kick feeding just like the others were. So if you keep your eyes here, they're about to go on a dive, and hopefully we will get to see that beautiful pattern. And so, by looking at that pattern, now here goes the second individual, to tell you that those two whales that we were watching are actually a mother and a calf. And a calf is what we call a baby whale. So we did just see a mother, and the smaller animal was her baby. Now we'll talk about that a little bit later once this whale goes for a dive. Again, 12 o'clock, and I think here comes the arch. And this whale not diving down just yet, kind of faked us out by a humpback whale.
Oh my God.
So keep your eyes in this direction again, but keep it all around the boat. And there's that whale. That whale did just feed right next to us. And you can see this whale kicking its tail again, taking a bit more of a dive, which might mean that that feeding effort was not that successful.
Wow.
And so that means that this whale is probably going to reset and try to feed. Whales move their tails up and down, unlike fish that move it side to side. And that upward motion of the tail is what does most of the propulsion through the water. And because it is so forceful, it displaces the water. And you saw that big open mouth here at 9 o'clock. You see the baleen hanging. And this is a unique behavior called snaking. And so snaking is that's all one animal. And it's kind of just putting its throat down but bringing its back end up. And so this animal is just straining the water out of its mouth. So this whale going down again. So you can see here at our 11 o'clock. And you can see some more bubbles coming closer to our 12 o'clock. So keep your eyes all around. So before, when we saw that pair of humpbacks, it was a mother and a calf. And I can tell you that because if you keep your eyes here at 11, you'll see the kick feed from this individual and then one diving down deeper. Here at 12 o'clock as well, isn't it? And then keep your eyes here at 12 o'clock where those bubbles that whale just made. Keep your eyes here at about our 11 o'clock and those bubbles. And that's where you want to look, because that's where the hungry humpback whales are going to come. So again, keep your eyes all around. And right here with open mouths. And you can see that whale going right back down. So that means that whale either fed further below or is coming up to get another mouthful. Here at 12 o'clock, you can see the same thing. That whale just straining on the surface, letting the and so you can see that here, right here, coming towards us, this animal turning and doing another kick. And so you can see how forceful that kick is. So I have had many comments that I can hear behind me about off at our 1 o'clock that there is a whale very close to the boat, just like there's one very close to our boat here at 9 o'clock. And that boat goes. But again, keep your eyes here. You can see the birds getting excited, and there's that whale coming through the water here. And just in front of it, those might be leftover bubbles. That other whale off further. And that whale arching and probably going down for a little bit deeper of a dive. So right here at those fish wings, this one's looking really big. And I can tell you that this is the mother of the calf that we saw before. And it's actually that calf that is off with that boat. They're very curious around our boats, another here at 9. And because they are so curious, so So because they are so curious, you still have a big open mouth right here off our boat. 12 o'clock. They're curious. They will come up to our boat if they choose to. Again, we cannot approach them within 100 feet. However, they can approach us however close they want to. So right here at 12 o'clock, you're seeing the side of this animal, the baleen hanging down. It's water filtering out the side. You'll see a bunch of bumps on the head. And there's that powerful exhale. So you'll see a bunch of those bumps, and each of those has one individual hair inside. And we think that this acts as kind of a whisker. And so every mammal has hair at some point in their life. This will most likely diving right here at 12 o'clock. Maybe not quite yet. So keep your eyes off here at 12 o'clock. So this is an individual named Reaper, and I can tell you that for a couple of reasons. So right here at our 12 o'clock. So when this whale dives, I want you to take a look at the under open, kind of hit its chin on the surface. This whale might start to feed right here, actually. So you'll see the green under the water. Those are the flippers. Right here, coming up towards our 1 o'clock. Right next to us. And that whale diving down deeper, not quite bringing its tail out of the water. So keep your eyes off the right-hand side. Again, just because that whale went down for a dive there does not mean that it will resurface. So here, look at this whale blowing more bubbles. So keep your eyes right here at 11:30. And there is that large mouth coming open with all of the fish and water inside. So the pattern on the... And you'll see another whale here right at our 1 o'clock. And I think that this is this mom's calf. So it did seem like she called her baby back over towards her. So right here at our 1 o'clock
Look at that. It's going right.
is the calf. Off our 10 o'clock is mom. So the pattern on the bottom is unique for every humpback. And so that means right here, our calf's still staying at the surface here at 1 o'clock. Mom actually. So mom probably coming to try to get her calf to behave a little bit, but here at 9 o'clock, but she could just be feeding. She could be seeing what the calf is seeing. Right here, I see the calf. So again, mom called the calf in. And you can see the big size difference. That mom is much larger than the calf is. So in most species in the animal kingdom, the males are larger, but large whales like humpbacks are different. And that's because you can see the size of that calf. Now, if you had to guess how old it was, usually I get about a year or so. This calf was born between January and March, and it is only a couple months old. When it was born, it was between 10 and 15 feet long and already weighed 2,000 pounds. And so you can see that this whale has probably grown since then and is putting on at least 100 pounds every single. So keep your eyes here at 12 o'clock. Again, these are going to be some of our last looks. So this is that same group. Again, there's probably one individual in this area. That's our 5-minute warning. And you'll see that one animal will kind of snap its jaw shut. So keep an eye out for that. You can pick up on the different patterns that each individual, so we can get to know them as individual whales and their different habits. So these are big breaths. This is Aswan here going for a dive on our left. These other two animals will most likely follow. Do not get in the water. Here at 1 o'clock, this is the exact reason why. It's because these animals are feeding. Their eyes are on this. And you can see there's two animals here. You can see how close that was. And they are concentrated on their food. They're not concentrated on you in the water. You are just a little blip to them. And you can see that head coming up out of the water. And so here at 1 o'clock. And you can see that whale kind of popping its jaw shut, has those flippers out to the side. Right next to us, you see those open mouths come to us. You're looking right into the mouth of this whale. That pink part is the top or the palate of the whale. There's 3 whales in this group. Again, they don't associate for a specific amount of time unless it's ever in maybe a couple seconds, a couple minutes. They might decide that it's no longer worth it and they will go their separate ways. We're not sure if these baleen whales can, and here's that big, and there's that whale. That is a whale named Aswan. It is a relatively young whale and is the calf of a whale named Nile. Not sure who those other two are. Again, they didn't give us great looks at the bottom of their tails. Big kick out at our 2 o'clock. And right next to us, here at 3 down, there's no food down there. And you see that same whale exhibiting that behavior where it snaps its jaw shut before it goes underneath the water.
Oh, you can see it.
That all of the information I just wrote before actually applies to this one. And this is the Charles W. Morgan. And you can see it is being pulled by that tugboat because it is not under sail. And so this boat does not have any kind of motors or engines like modern sailboats do.